So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Gakpo finds himself offside. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended...
There's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Kerkez just loves to go forward whenever he can. Frimpong. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Another chance from a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. Chips it through. That's a decent clearance. And it's Rice. And he skips past his man. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. McAllister. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, cracking ball. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Stood up well to him there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Van Dijk. Kerkez going full steam ahead down the left flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Wirtz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Gakpo. Gakpo powering forward here. Cross needs to be good. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And the keeper beats it away. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Havertz. Saka. Saka! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's managed to get free. Now it's Gakpo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Deftly away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A rocky start, to say the least. But that won't shake our spirits, will it?
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Saka. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Mohamed Salah.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to play it through. Mohamed Salah.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
McAllister. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Liverpool needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Look at the space here! Played into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number
We have got
18,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11,
And it's Rice.
Number 7, Reds. Coming on the field, number 22.
Odegaard.
Ekitike.
And he was alert to it.
Number 14.
Szoboszlai.
Chiesa.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Isak. Now it's Chiesa. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Timber. Saliba. Zubimendi. Odegaard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. McAllister. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's a dangerous ball. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He is through here. Backward it goes. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Corner number 2 then. Big header! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Odegaard. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Jesus. That is lovely. Timber could try cutting inside here. Turns and goes back. Rice. And he's gone backward here.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, no joy this time. The final 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Good ball, just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, he's burst. Gabriel Jesus! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
2 added minutes has been
3-0,
indicated.
and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he welcomes it in. And now they can clear their lines. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come.
Unlucky
It was a
lads.
poor show all round.
Let's hope for better luck next time.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back it goes. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended to be played as a centre-forward, and it made it difficult for him. I mean, he wasn't attuned to that position, but now he's grown into it, and things are beginning to work.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He's got away. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nicked it back promptly. Pedri. Zubimendi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Yamal. And it's Rashford. De Jong. Aimed beyond the defence. Havertz. Played out to the right. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
João Cancelo. Yamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Some really good ball movement. Can he get on the end of... And the shot! Caught offside that time. De Jong. Now it's Rafinha. Nice interception, well timed. Gabriel. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Timber. And it's Rice. Rice. Looking tidy in possession here. And he shoots! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Yamal. He's in a great position here. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Havertz. Threads one in. Now it's Havertz. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Koundé. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rafinha has been intercepted. Deftly away. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Pedri. And it's De Jong. That's a good ball. Timber. Mosquera. Calafiori. And Gabriel. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away, and that's going to be a booking. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Cancelo. Now it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Now it's Rashford. Oh, well played. Danger averted for now. Rafinha. It's a good spell of possession, this. Gabriel is there to clear. And Rafinha. Played out towards the right wing. Zubimendi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Ball driven towards the far post. De Jong. Oh, there's a probing ball. Some resolute defending there. All the way back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And he's heaved it away. Rashford. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Yamal. Barcelona finding their passes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Havertz being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Rafinha. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Can he finish?
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Rashford. Oh, well cut out, no margin for... There's the shot! It's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 33.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Number 36.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Number 10.
Chance here to counter. Ferran
Substitution in
Torres.
progress.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, that was vital. Mosquera gets it clear. Now it's Dani Olmo. Ferran Torres takes a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think...
Eze! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing,
but that was entirely avoidable.
Pedri.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Koundé, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And we're done. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Fellow attendees, this
Your final
is a
thoughts,
lost
Jim?
It can be
children's
difficult at
announcement.
times.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender. Rafinha! McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's McAllister. Frimpong. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mohamed Salah!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gravenberg. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Koundé. Gakpo. And it's Wirtz. Shot could be on. That's an excellent interception. Balde. No goals as yet. Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Yamal. De Jong. Oh, super ball! Out towards the flank. Barcelona finding their passes. Frimpong. Frimpong takes control of it and he's on the move. Koundé. And it's Koundé. And Kubasi. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Balde. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. This is De Jong. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ah, he's given it away. McAllister. Frimpong.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Half an hour played now. And it's Frimpong. He's had it taken off him. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. And it's De Jong. Some really good shoots! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's McAllister. Tries a shot! He scores! They're Level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal.
He's having a shot! Rafinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good ball, good take. And this is Lewandowski.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
McAllister, and it's slung out wide. It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through, tries to play it through. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good ball! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Ball on the spot, can he? No, he's missed it!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Cambio de jugadores.
And that's the second half started. Frimpong. Wirtz. And Gravenberg. Ekitike. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's got tall. And that has been clubbed away. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's worked it through. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Real chance! Fabulous from McAllister.
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Pedri. And here's Rafinha. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Isak is onto this. Pedri, cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And now they can clear their lines. Gomez. Played out towards the right wing. Koundé. Lewandowski being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Kubasi. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Ekitike really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's McAllister. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Isak. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lewandowski. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Isak. And it's Wirtz. And here's Mohamed Salah, closing in on goal. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cleared without complication. Aims beyond the defence. He is through here. Yamal shapes to shoot. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 4.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them roll themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, sweet feet. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Yamal claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. pinches it off him. Rice is flagged offside. Barcelona finding their passes. Knocks it into space. Pedri! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Rice. Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri getting this one clear. Now it's Saka. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well read, nice interception. Ødegaard. Ødegaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Rice. It's a threatening ball. That's a decent clearance. Steaming shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Havertz certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Subimendi. And it's made its way to him. And it's Timber. And here's Saka. Shot could be on. Great chance! In for the pieces! And that is doing no harm at all.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé. That'll be a throw-in. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that has been clubbed away. Timber. Now there's the clearance. And it's Rice. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good running, strong and purposeful. Tries to play it through. Balde deals with that comfortably. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And he's onside. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Deftly away. Zubimendi. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Really well taken goal. Arsenal are level. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard. And it's Rice. That's a good ball. Looking for options for movement.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
This looks promising. Now it's Havertz. Oh, nice touch. Great vision. He's had a shot! Cleared without hesitation. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Podrá ser expulsada del estadio.
The second half then, just getting going. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, Judge, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Saka. Havertz. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kubasi. And Koundé. Pedri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Koundé cuts it out. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Lewandowski. And here's the chance to counter. Balde. And he's picked it up out wide. Balde. He's found a way through. And this is Lewandowski. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Eric Garcia calmly anticipates. Koundé. And Jamal. Koundé. Zubimendi gets across to intercept that. Saka. Havertz receives it in a good position here. No way through, so back it comes. Now he's got space here. Spread neatly. And they've got a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7,
Zubimendi.
el dorsal 20,
Oh, that's a key interception.
el dorsal 2. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Taken back almost at once. Chance for a shot!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona go into the lead. Pass is just off target.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Picked out brilliantly. And here's Ferran Torres. Real chance! Eze. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Madueke receives it in a wide position. And the shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails.
And a chance! Koundé attempts a clearance. That is one way to stop him. Danger averted for now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That pass isn't the best. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Barcelona conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Oh, it's come loose. João Cancelo. That's been cut out, well played. Eze. Merino. And Madueke, he's in a great position here. Oh, that's neat. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Just eases him off the ball. Rashford. And he cuts out the supply. He's got away. Now can he find a finish? And the shot, so it goal! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Tries a shot! Changes him with that pass. Threads one in. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Marino. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? It's Gabriel Jesus! Cleared without complication. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? João Cancelo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's being urged to shoot. Eze could try cutting inside here. And here's Jesus. He's having a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Now this could be a chance. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. So it's going to be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. He's got full. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Yamal. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's had it nicked away. Zubimendi. And it's Eze. And here's Jesus. And it's Eze. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Jesus.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Rashford is over the first kick. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Ferran Torres is second man up. Oh, Cooley does it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So, the second man in line. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
He just did what he was asked.
Dani Olmo is the third man to step forward. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
The third man in the queue. Ah, it's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
And so the captain steps up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Mikel Merino comes up, their fourth taker. And in with absolute accuracy.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
De Jong with the last of the first 5 penalties.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. Arsenal are looking to save match point. And that has lifted the roof. Barcelona have won it by the barest of margins. 2 sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot.
Well, what a way to finish.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through, and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Havertz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's been shifted off it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zubimendi. Now Saliba. And it's Zubimendi. Zubimendi. And he's in on goal. Tries to dink it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Havertz. Havertz going full tilt down the left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Odegaard. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Havertz. He's had a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rafinha. So what can they make of this? And it's Lewandowski. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pedri. Lewandowski. Oh, they can break here. Half an hour played now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Havertz. Odegaard. Now it's Havertz.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rafinha. De Jong. Good ball, good take. Lewandowski. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Great ball if he can get there. Lewandowski might just make this. Timber. Some really good ball movement. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Ødegaard. There's the shot! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there. And the finish! That's a decent clearance. Lewandowski looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Over to the left. Oh, that's nice. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Havertz. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And here's Pedri. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Kubasi. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Lewandowski, he is onto this. He has found the way through. Lewandowski under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Havertz. Good pressure, determined, intense. And that's gone loose.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 20. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ødegaard powering forward here. Can he get on the end of it? And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal by Ferran Torres! Now that was quite some save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Lewandowski, Yamal. Now this could be a chance. This looks promising. Shot at goal! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Ferran Torres. A real chance! They've done it! And they are right back within touch! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Picks up, shoots! It's there! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Showing good feet. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that was vital.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Odegaard. Can he get it through? And a shot! Sticks it away! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That has ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.